Welcome back to my workshop. Today in front of me I have my model of the PS Canberra. This model was built in 2018 and she's based on the 1913 version of the Canberra. That's when she operated up and down the Murray River as a fishing steamer. When I first started to build this model, I was actually planning on building her the way she is today. That's a passenger vessel that operates out of a Echuca running tourists. However, it was suggested to me that I make her as original back in 1913, so I decided to take that challenge on, went and found as many photographs as I could and started to build her. Once she was finished, she looked the part. She was very basic, but she did look the part. She had the fake steam engine inside of her, she had a few characters on her, and I was pretty happy with her. But compared to my models today, she was starting to look a little bit bland, so I decided to detail her up, make her look like the fishing steamer that she should be. So I went about putting lots of other details, nets, a few other extra little pieces, and I put the little punt on the side of her, which is what they use to transport the live fish back to port. I think she's turned out really, really good. So I'm going to show you and you let me know in the comments below what you think. So let's take a bit of a closer look at her. We have a look inside. We can just see the fake steam engine inside there. And then we look out, we've just got some extra little details on the outside of her. I decided to put a new name badge on it because the old one was just a printout and it was looking pretty shabby. Put some more details, some wood. She is a wood-fired boiler, so they split some wood occasionally. On top there, I've put some nets, some tarps, a ladder to be able to get up and down off the roof. And down the back, just a few extra details. And the fella sitting on the back. The idea behind this was to actually recreate a photograph that was in one of the books with the fella sitting on the back. So she's operated by a 2-channel radio for paddle wheels, backwards and forwards, and for the rudder left and right. Alright, so I'll take the top off of her and we'll have a look inside and see how she runs. So there we go, we've got the top off her now. In the front hatch here is where I pop my battery. So I can get that on and off without actually taking the top off. We've got the helm at the front, of course. There we've got the fake steam engine. Now that's just a piece of PVC pipe, some aluminium and some wood just cut to shape. I am planning on actually putting a new 3D printed version in there. There's our motor. That's just a cheap eBay motor. It's actually on its way out. I would not recommend getting one of those, so I'm going to replace that in the near future. There's our radio gear, and you can just see how she's all driven in there with a couple of gears. However, that will change when I put the new motor in. Just all the details I've added. Not a lot. Didn't go over the top, but just enough to make some more interest in the model. So I'm going to show you her running now. And please, if you want to see more of these videos, just subscribe to my channel and I'll continue to make them for you.